a dominating performance.
Think of it as a new beginning.
Not what you expected.
I'm done.
A wild ride.
Okay, at least Yapster, I guess, does escape with the hook shot. That is something that looks all right for Team Secret. But yeah, this has really put the game back into the favor of LGD. A lot better about their situation after essentially just waiting the longest time for that one perfect fight. They get it. And yeah, this feels so bad, honestly, from Secret, right? Because you're like, oh, here's our comeback, right? Like, we lost that last fight, but we can get something huge back.
Back into it now. Able to get the Avatos. So they get a little bit of cleanup kill there onto Xingqiu. But yeah, showing the power of that armlet. Able to get that toggle off there before he went back down to the low ground. It's one of those items that has come back into favor quite heavily for Alk for good reason.
Power is under attack.
He's on the train, right? He's got his BKB now finished. We'll go right for the AC after. And that sort of speaks again to the idea of like the double style of damage that Secret have. A lot of heroes struggle versus that because it can be hard to itemize versus two different things like eating Linkage and BKB, but Alk has no problem with those situations.
Hook shot stolen, turns now onto him. Yapsor might have gone a bit too deep. Icarus flying close to the sun and being punished. The Echo afterwards. Do they have follow-up? There's the lift up. Nisha just doesn't get to play Dota. Wait, the Cogs didn't connect? Not sure what ended up happening there, but Nisha gets away by the skin of his teeth. And in the meantime, Matumbaman takes the tier 2 towers. So Secret, they force a skirmish, don't lose a lot, and end up getting a decent amount in return.
Yeah, Zai and Matsu playing a very interesting style together, and the way they've just been kind of like roaming around trying to get these picks, and obviously successfully at times, and Zai always bringing the helm, so they kind of have a third hero there in lost situations for some extra disable or just scouting ahead of them. Looks like they want a tower of their own in the bottom lane here, though.
Well, the game has been kind of going at what feels like a blistering tempo so far. Not always what you would expect with the Alchemist.
This is so scary. TPing into these trees, like when they're attacking your tier 2. I can't believe Puppey even did that. It was very dangerous versus a Clockwork and an Earthshaker.
Oh, he's got the Bloodlust going now on the tower. Slowly is going to be whittled away. Granted, this does still allow for the trade-off now of outposts. And interestingly enough, LGD, in spite of the last couple fights, it's all been on their side of the map. So they haven't even gotten the tier 1 tower mid. This is the one benefit that we're still seeing from Secret here. And again, it is an Alk draft, so this 5k net worth lead not as detrimental as it would normally feel at this point in the game. We're 5k up with a sort of...
Oh, and look, the combo, they're there together again.
That's huge.
Matu and Zai.
Wow, what a pickoff. And now Ame ends up getting stunned there. A good fissure afterwards, though. Matumbaman turned upon. Gets the Bloodlust. RP onto 2. It's looking pretty solid. Sonic Wave afterwards. Is it going to be enough? They bring him down. The Tiny starts to fall. A great counter initiation coming from Y. Ame down to such low HP. Turns now onto Zai. Able to bring him down, but dies to Nisha. This DD route is exactly what he needed. Triple kill from the boy. He did it to him.
In trouble.
5 heroes down. Noble efforts there from the support to try and salvage that fight, but I mean, you initiated an engagement without your mid hero, right? That's what it came down to. Trying to punish the fact that they killed nothing to say, but there's gonna be a big old 0 in terms of damage contribution from your Death Prophet here, and yeah, there you go, instant pick, and Ame, very bold, was really trying to get there in time to save the DP. Then he's like, oh, I got allies around, this is totally worth it, but beautiful RP there from Zai to set up for the Sonic Wave.
Absolutely reckon. Yeah, and again, it's just these little, there's so much damage so quickly amongst all of these heroes. So like if anybody gets isolated, they just die. And imagine there if Zai was able to sort of survive.
Everyone's just like dropping at the end of the fight, exactly. You know? This is the good Dota. Oh, nothing to say. Doesn't want to drop again here though after the Silver Edge hit from Matu, so we'll back up.
And 31 kills in 21 minutes. It has been a barn burner indeed. BKB is now done, so that pumps the brakes a little bit on the fun, I feel like, with these items a little bit. It starts to become a little bit less chaotic, but at the same time, Nisha can now play that much more freely. Although, to be fair, he's kind of been playing like a psycho the entire time anyways.
How does that even work?
Which is what you love to see. Oh, and Puppey, he gets the shard up in time. So we've got this fire shield now, which, again, for anybody that hasn't seen this yet, this item at least in my opinion, has really been one of the things that's allowed Ogre to sort of rise again in a little bit of prominence. And why? Likely just going to go down with the Orchid reveal.
Those hits.
That was rough.
Courier has been killed.
Serves you right.
This lead that was built up by LGD, bitten into by Secret. So they pull this back again. Now just down to a 2K gold lead. Secret are looking good.
AC delivered to Ame and currently considering a heart and maybe the overwhelming blink. So, you know, you talk about burst damage and everything. It's trying to get over that hump.
Right.
Just like all that burst is there. What is the actual sustained damage from Secret? And it is relatively low, I would say. It is mostly a burst heavy sort of lineup, right? You're going to have your overpower, but the most sustained damage is probably going to be Matu. Sorry, your empower. It'll be like Matu empowered and bloodlusted.
Ooh. Got Smoke, Puppy the one to break it. That's not a bad one to start. Faithion blinks away, but they catch Yapzor. Able to isolate him. Hookshot afterwards, catches down one. There's no Skywrath in this fight. Matumba Man also contained in the cogs. Nothing to say. Down low, not dead, but eventually will fall. So two are gone. Matumba Man trying to clean up, but the big bad duck comes in from Faithion. What a play! The triple kill from Ame as they eviscerate him in ZQ, appreciating greatness.
He's just in the stands. He's the only one in the stands. He died, he ran out, he's waving, clapping, and cheering. The 3-hero Echo Slam into the 2 Fissure on the end there too, so ensuring 0 chance. And yeah, the chat goes wild here for that one.
Oh my god. It was looking so bad for them. That fight should have been awful. And then Faithbeyond's like, you want to walk up that hill? Okay, come on. Go on up there. Oh man, look at this one. As again, they jump on in there.
Yeah, oh, this doesn't look very good. No, this seems like a bit of a problem. Yeah, it was really interesting how the fight actually broke down between like nothing to say is over. Good thing he stuck around. That is for sure.
And like they're even pulling in the small camp of creeps that gets the extra damage out there also. Unbelievable. Back and forth we go this game. Just when you think that it's going to start to pull away from one of the teams, they swing it back around and something else happens.
You know, you think of like, this is like the world's worst boxers, you know? It's like really finesse, like dodge, dip, back and forth. This is just like giant haymaker, back and forth, like taking turns. It's like Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Go. Rocky Balboa, Apollo Creed, back again. God, nobody.
I know.
A boomer.
Yeah, yes.
That's terrible. I'm sorry, Chad.
But I said Rock'em Sock'em Robots. No way. I don't think they know what that is. They're like,
God.
You mean hungry hippo?
Yeah.
I know that's one.
Out.
That's Ame. He's the hungry hippo. Because every time I look at him, he's just going from camp to camp, munching them all up there, and approaching that heart.
That could be one of those things that are different. But to be honest, you still just have so much burst damage. Queen of Pain does feel like one of those weird heroes, though, where like for a while she just feels so incredibly strong, and then eventually it's like, oh well, what happens? Going for the Shiva's Guard, like it a lot. The regen reduction that you're going to get out of that, and a little bit extra burst, but. I wonder if this heart is going to be too much for Secret to deal with.
Well, that's the issue, right? It's the reason why Queen of Pain feels like that sometimes is it comes down to your itemization, right? It's like, do you go an AC build or do you go more like a Shiva's build? And the Shiva's is the kind of stuff that might like slow you down a little bit. However, in this situation, it is an alchemist, so you're going to get some benefits, right? With the idea of just like slowing down that regen. So it's a much better item in this case, even if you want the sustained damage, just because you're reducing that regen that the alch needs, especially when you're doubling up with it with the heart.
Not bad. Not bad at all. So where do we go from here now? After that last punch in the face, LGD, the one that is on top by about 5k gold. Roche, available if it wins a fight nearby the pit. But I don't think anybody feels comfortable just going in there. Little Kobold running around, scouting things out. This is the thing, right? You never know if there's like a mag and a smoke right behind that one.
Yep.
Radiant's top tower's under attack.
Potentially with a horn toss pretty soon here. I was wondering when Zyva's going to go for it, because it feels like it really fits the way he likes to play, you know? He's got the creativity. Horn toss is just another tool. Get there. It's like he's baiting. He's like stutter stepping this Kobold.
Oh yeah, they also caught an Ignite afterwards, trying to bait this Queen of Pain illusion, but I think LGD know what's going on right now. They're not going to fall for it. Secret, sit up on this high ground. And again, having this mid-tier 1 tower still alive at this 26-minute point in the game so valuable from Secret. It's like this sort of just this impenetrable wall.
All right, so Y is making a huge call here. He circled that ward because he thinks that this is my train of thought. I believe that Y believes that Secret have a ward, or sorry, that Secret know that LGD have a ward on that high ground because they knew that it was an illusion.
Okay.
That's their giant brain. So he wants to come and camp this because he thinks they're going to come over and D-ward.
Okay, so
he like circled it and was like, they're going to come over here, guys.
That makes sense. And
But
that's the big question.
They didn't run over there.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, Dota so often is just those, like, small micro things that could happen. And
Yeah, but then you make that call and
exactly,
it works,
then
and
you win.
You're a genius.
Where are we at? This is going to be Shiba's guard done. Clockwork Flare is always so good, but it's just this sort of stare down across the river, looking for Roche. Does look like we're starting to get in towards some scepters here as well in a little bit. A blast rig for Fate.
All right, so now you can mess around with the Roche pit, right? Because you have the heart. There's not a huge punish here. You know, he's going to be like full HP. It's fine. Just sitting, not ulting, hanging out.
And it's going down pretty quickly. Secret hook shot in. Matumba Man able to catch him in the cogs. Have to be careful, but Nisha jumps the back line, able to find one, but the invis, it's there. They get the isolation though. It's a trouble onto two, trying to bring him down. Ame down to half HP, but he's walking away. Matumba Man trying to go for that chase down. Faithion, the isolation and chase with the echo. They blow up Nisha. No buyback for him. Ame still lives through this, but eventually will be brought down. He has buyback, but you use it right now.
Can't do it. There's no death profit.
Oh man. What a win for Secret there. I mean, they lose Nisha, but that was able to isolate the rest of LGD into death position.
Matu has no concerns about sustained damage. Like Bloodlust and Empower, he just stands, he's just swinging this tree, clubbing them down. The two heroes were also clumped up there from LGD, so he's getting maximum value on every single swing. And I think this is a safe Roche attempt here. I don't know what the angle is to make this. I'm sure Y's going to try something.
Oh, and you can see right here again, they're going to go for that hook shot in. Actually, maybe going to go for the fight, but the replay of the battle here, it was set up by Zai. You know, this mag that we've been seeing becomes so important in these ones as well. Jumping back in the base. They caught him, blows up, down and dead. Faithion ends up paying for it, but they kill him off.
All right, I'll take that 1 for 1. I was shocked it worked, to be honest, but I was hoping to maybe mess up with the roaching there.
They drop just an X shard on the ground. Hopefully somebody comes and picks. Guys, hello? Somebody go get it. That's an important item there. It's one thing to leave it in the Roche pit. It's another just to leave it on your high ground in front of tier 1.
Yasuo actually already has his too. So
yeah,
and so does Puppy.
I guess Nisha. That's a pretty good one.
He's actually the only one. Zai bought his too.
Wow.
How often does that happen? Second Roach, there's like only one person who can even take it?
Not super often, said. So 30-minute mark now, and the game still very close.
Everything you remember?
This 2K gold lead. I feel like Matumba Man is starting to get into the very scary territory where he can actually go toe-to-toe with the Alp.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Up by Nisha.
Radiant's middle tower is not
Nisha still not going to have a solution, though, if that happens again with XinQ, right? Just, like, blinking in there. And, like, not having anything to deal with the invis.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just big wraparound. They're just trying to get the tier 1 here, maybe?
Secret follow the couriers. Follow the little breadcrumbs.
Oh, they're gonna be under vision though. They see all of this. Yeah, Secret sees everybody. Oh no. Oh, this could be bad for LGD. They gotta get out of there. Take down the vision to start. Now the avalanche catches onto XinQ. They're trying to back away, a little bit awkward, but stun afterwards with that shard. But the toss back onto the creep, in fact, and Ame's gonna stun himself. Oh my god, Matumba Man, what a play there with the hook shot in, trying to keep Ame alive and from dropping too low. Matumba Man in trouble, but the calls push back, almost gets him to the low ground, but he's able to get away. Sonic Wave on the other side. Nisha now isolated, silence, no answer, dead. They take down another. But where else can they find action?
Oh, he couldn't get him!
Oh, we get vision off! There's the stun, and now the Sentry Ward dropped down. They chase him. Wait, no, he's invis still. And the Link he ends up catching. But Matumba Man comes in there and finds another kill. Wait, they can't get him. He's on the wrong side of the fissure. Throws out the stun.
What is happening?
Matumba Man living. How can they get him alive? Oh my god, they bring him down once. Where's the rest of the team? They have to walk back out with the Clockwork. He's not with the rest of the team yet. Ame trying to live, gets the ulti off, down to low HP. Matumbo Man needs a couple more swipes to do it, but the turn and the BKB, they don't have the control side, pulls them to the other side. Fabian trying to salvage this. Everybody is alive on so quickly, but they Echo and the Echo afterwards. Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. Yapzor trying to salvage this Zai now, pulls him away, but there's no more damage left from LGD. Secret, can they find any cleanup kills? Yo, what is happening?
These fights are unbelievable.
Unfreaking believable. Wise gonna get caught right there. Another skewer, another pullback, nothing to say. Trying to walk out of there. Secret somehow, some way. We know the fear. Oh my god. Dude, the Death Prophet. Unbelievable. Spirit Siphon ends up getting him with the shot. And now they walk back in inside, able to live again. Dude. How long has this fight been happening? Zai ends up dying to Xing Q. What in the world did we just watch?
I don't know who won this fight, guys. I'm gonna be real. All right, I'm just gonna level with you.
I don't even know any. I mean, Secret in the end, 3K gold up. They end up. I feel like this is still a win for them. It's gotta be. What an unbelievable series of events. And in the end, you know, we've still got a while now until Roche is going to respawn.
Yeah, that's really what just happened, is that Roche is now gone, and they didn't lose any objectives, so like, what is the replay?
The game's going to be over by the time the replay's done.
So this was a key moment, because this is when like Matu's like almost certainly going to go down, right? And it's like, what's happening after the Aegis? He gets a nice pick on the Xing Q.
Oh yeah.
This gets all weird. I don't even know who was Force Staff. I think this is Puppy's Force Staff, and then Zai comes over. Like, if you look to the left on the minimap, like Zai was coming through. That was the big play, because he was waiting for the respawn. And then Faith Beyond hides right down under those trees just to the south of where Ame is right now. He waited so long for that Echo Slam.
And during this entire series event, the entire replay, look on the mini-map, the Clockwork is running this entire time. He's been running the whole moment and finally gets back in at the last second to try and turn this fight back around.
Actually steals the Echo so late, too.
Unbelievable. Dude, Yapzor, what a god. How often is stolen Echo the play? You know?
Yeah.
How many instances is that actually good? Because you don't get the aftershock. Like,
still felt good there, that's for sure.
It's what they needed. What a player. What a game. What a series. This is the type of Dota we've been waiting 2 years for.
Yeah, that is for sure. And, well, Ame just keeps, you know, every fight he comes with something new to show off. And this time it's the overwhelming blink that gets completed there. That is 4,280 HP, even with the armlet off.
I literally have no idea who's going to end up coming out on top in this next one. It feels like it's entirely upon... So there's...
I feel like it's
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, he missed it. The Horn Toss didn't connect. Oh, careful! Oh, Zai, you make one bad play, but Yapzor able to pull him away, and Puppy going to be the lone one left behind to die.
I don't think they can kill Ame without Matu.
Wait a minute, though. Pumba Man, any way to get him out of there? No. Hey,
the block.
That was close.
He even had to spend his eggs for that, too.
Just like that. We're again back in sort of holding formation while we wait for Roche, but I mean, where are the wards even at right now? Secret have a good one that's over in the Dire side, and able to drop down another. There's the Horn Toss play that they needed. Able to catch. Faith Beyond looking for the jump. Stolen Fissure. Sonic Wave afterwards. Sai lives. Nothing to say, dies.
That was a great jump, because they saw Ame on this really deep ward that they have in the top jungle. So they knew that he was up there and wasn't going to be available for a potential fight.
Again, the slaughter continues in this one, dropping down that ward right before the fight ended up happening too, which allows Yapzor to now come into this next one with a fissure. Place one on the side of LGD up on this high ground to get ready for that next Roche fight, which we know is going to be coming in a little while here. Most likely the next objective. It still is crazy that Secret's been able to hold this tier 1 tower.
Energies.
I think Nisha's game is kind of hard at this point, too.
Okay.
Think about building into a Kaya and Sanj, and it's just like, how much does that change in these fights, you know? Like, you're thinking about like the scythes and stuff, but it doesn't feel like that's going to be enough. Just trying to live and keep a consistent damage output happening, because it's a bit difficult for them right now. They want The big hero. They want the heroes in behind.
Looking for it. Matumba Man gets faith beyond, no counter initiation play to come. But will they be able to do anything here? Oh, the refresh. Why? Pushes him back yet again. Zai Horn toss. But there's the Ghost Scepter keeping him alive a little bit longer on that Sky, but not long enough. Matumba Man going toe-to-toe with Ame. Has to back out of there. Has the stun in just a moment. Throws it out. Able to connect onto Nisha. But they're down one person right now on LGD. Oh, but the throw in!
Forward.
Dude. YapzOr is so good at Dota.
Matu knows he's a great idea on these fights. Just like kill everyone else,
yes.
Right? Leave Ame alone, kill all the other heroes, and then hopefully we'll be 5v1. That is the ideal situation because everything is on Ame right now.
And again, this goes back to what you were talking about in the draft, this idea that they have of just, you know, they took this Earthshaker and Secret are like, we're going to pick this Rubik. And it feels like since YapzOr has gotten his items, the last couple of minutes and all of the mobility, he's been the one that's turning around these fights and making the plays for Secret. Constantly able to find the initiation, jump in, Ame wants to beat away, but the fissure's there. X marks the spot where Matumba Man's stunned. But meanwhile, they pull him back in on the other side of the fissures. RP, every single thing dropped on Ame's head, and they take him down.
I think he started somewhere near the tier 3 there. You know, there's a lot of mobility happening right now to this poor Alchemist.
Tiny's still just so good, and this Ogre Shard, everything working in favor for him. They get the lift up afterwards. Matumba Man says, you want to fight? Get on in this one. They take down that Clockwork. Able to control the Matumba Man though. Oh, but again, the force staff, the double force staff, and then they got the lift afterwards in case they need it. Nothing to say. The chase down Sai. Way up in there. Silence jumps, but again, he's able to TP out.
No,
Faith Beyond says no. You can't do that one. Skewer to the low ground. What kind of initiation is that? The ultimate bait to pull him out of the base. Nothing to say. It wants to chase some more. They don't even have Nisha with them right now. Oh, did nothing to say. Overextend. Matu right on top of him. Now the turn. 8 toes. Good chunk of damage. The follow-up, it's there. They blow him up. Just when you think they're out, they pull him back in. They take down Matu, dead for 90 seconds.
Wow. That was 2,400 damage just from Sky. No Agnums or anything. Just pure Sky Wrath Mage and that level 20 talent. The bonus reduction.
Dire's top barracks are feeling the pressure.
Now Roche has spawned again.
That actually made the buyback in the Alchemist feel worth it, despite losing so much.
And I mean, you can see that there's a broad spectrum of damage from LGD. Right now from Secret, it's all Tiny. So when he's dead, like this game opens up for LGD. They have 60 seconds to really, you know, place their claim on the map.
And again, you see the Flare coming into the Roche Pit from the Clockwork. Value from the 5. Zai has to supplement that for his own team using the Helm Creep. He's setting this in there, doing a lot of scouting with this throughout the game. So they will at least know if LGD going the pit. I don't know if they can actually contest it.
Again, just the absolute mayhem that this game has been as we get the Chemical Rage speed. Oh,
Puppey. Look at this positioning. He wants to pop the smoke on the vision of the creep, but they go too far wide.
YapzOr up on the high ground. Gets away, jump in though, they find one.
YapzOr, he's getting hook shot. They toss over.
They chase down, looking for a way out, but it's not gonna happen. And they actually managed to get out of there with Puppey as well. Okay. So with that, you're gonna see Puppey retreat. Do they dare go into Roche and try and clean this one up?
Beautiful delay. I mean, that's all you can ask for, right?
Yeah.
You get Matu back alive, they didn't get Roche. The Radiant even wondering, did they do it? You know, are they in there right now?
Well, just like that, they pull it back together and getting the next tier of neutral items online. You were talking about the scythe that Nisha could have gone for, decides to pick that one up instead of finishing the Kaya Yasha.
I like that a lot. I think it's just like, what is the Kaya gonna do? You know, I think he was probably just considering, like, if he divide and still hold buyback, that he didn't want to lose a bunch of gold. So now you have something big here, and this is actually like an answer. Like, there's no Aeon Discs or anything. He can just like go for Xingqiu or something. Right,
but we do see this, the Ascetics cap for both teams on Nisha as well as for Xingqiu. So again,
don't need an Aeon Disc.
Yeah, well, I mean, it could still help if we're gonna be honest. But yeah. What could be the last fight here? I mean, maybe not, to be honest. The way these games have been going, it's just so psychotic. But we're what now? Almost 60 kills within 41 minutes?
Some good Dota.
Or an opening now.
Rock it on!
Secret? But man? Shard done. He hits rather quickly. take people down and go in though.
Look at Wise positioning with that
Yeah.
sentry there. Oh, now, of course, as a clock, you do give yourself away here. Matu knows he's there.
The initiation again from Rubik. Dude, the shard, it was meant to be good, but now they don't have it for the save. Why? Jumps out the other side. There's the catch, though, from Zion to both the cords. Can they bring him down? Need to find this kill onto Ame. Looking for it. Nisha, in the meantime, takes down the clockwork. Look at the silence on a Faith Beyond. He can't do anything. Has to pop the BKB. Tries to run away, but this is not good enough from LGD. Faith Beyond barely able to get the escape, but this at the very least is Roach and maybe more. Good Yule Scepter. Nothing to say. Probably salvaged the game right there. But nonetheless, this is still a huge loss for LGD, and what a great initiation from Secret.
Man, they are really pulling out all the tricks. Between their heroes, right, they have so many different ways they can use their mobility to get in these fights and just create an advantageous situation. It feels like LGD have to start every fight with some sort of a counter initiation play that just feels like you're trying to hold, you know? They're not getting any sort of like, oh, this is a good turning moment right now. And part of that is just Matu's damage. I mean,
are they just looking to try and finish this one off? I mean, you're so
there's no alchemist, dude. They, you know.
Oh my god, and that's so much of their damage. Granted, I mean, they need a huge hold here from the rest of the heroes. Able to not give up that fissure.
Their only hope is Matu, no BKB, and Skywrath Mage, right? It's the only way they can kill him, but the BKB's back now.
It's just so much damage. It's so difficult. They need a full chain stun from him. Yep. There is still a tier 2 tower on this bottom lane, and it looks like that's going to be enough to stop the mega creeps. Now Secret back away, go to try and clean up Roche, and that last fight has completely opened things up for Secret here. Like you're talking about, so much mobility. I think this is the best Ags Shard Rubik game I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't see you use that offensively very often. He's had some very good saves as well with it so far, and kind of curious who gets this Agonist. Oh, we're giving it to Tiger. That's oh, no, we're not. It's Queen of Pain then?
Oh, give it to Yapsor. There it is.
Ah, let's go. The crowd likes that. They love Ags on Rubik.
Be one last series of wild rides coming out here, and oh, we've got a refresher on Zai. All the stops are coming out. LGD are gonna have to play their hearts out here if they want to hold from a 27,000 gold deficit. Nothing to say. Doing some dance moves to get ready for an exorcism. But this is where they want to stake their claim. This is where they want to hold the high ground.
Octarine, Ags, Rubik. That's insane. Ags is on Rubik's one of the best feeling ones for support players, right? Like 1.5 seconds on the spell seal with the Octarine is unbelievable. He just gets every spell that he wants.
Q drops it down, trying to force that BKB for the save again.
It's so good versus Sky in the specific only way we kill them, right? Like,
yeah.
How do you actually stop him from being saved like that? There's no way to do it.
No. I mean, it's just going to be there no matter what. 97% win probability.
That's generous.
LGD, I mean, it's going to take everything.
Wow. They really believe in LGD.
Apparently.
That's what I'd say.
The biased coordinator. 26K. There's the control fissure.
What's going on with Matu's item? Oh, I see. He's got the Swift Blade coming in.
Dia's bottom tower has fallen.
Unnecessary.
Literally cosplaying a rock.
I like how he just doesn't eat the moon chariot. He's like, no, that is so not worth it. I concur.
Control again. Where's the save? Okay, for staff afterwards. Oh, and there's the toss in. Zinq down low, taking a lot of damage. Matumba Man almost able to kill him, but not quite. Zinq lives. The dunk comes out from Faith Beyond, but it's not enough. They don't have the control that they need. Can they kill him off? Matumba Man gonna go down once. Can they do it again? Zai with the big pullback. It's so much damage out there, but the Aeon Disc, he assembles it. Oh, really well played by Nothing to Say. That keeps him alive. So that's Aegis down.
They did miss the hook shot, though, for a potential chance there. Maybe get a good fight started. But Zinq wasn't really close enough either, went all the way back to the fountain, so...
Right. I mean, that's as good of a first hold as you're going to get.
So there was... Cheese was spent.
They still have one more on Nisha.
Yeah, fair enough.
What's the plan for Secret? I guess that with this DD, do they just go?
They eventually just walk forward and win, I think, at this point. Even without the Aegis, like they must feel like they're so strong at the moment. Everyone has buybacks but Matu. as well, so we might see some returns to the fight
Radiant
here.
are scanning for enemies.
Things go a little bit poorly on the high ground.
Always a little bit scary. Go high ground. I've seen more than a few games that are less than 1% chance and been able to pull it back because of some poor high ground decision making. Secret obviously been in that position before themselves. Try and take this as slow as possible as long as it's in a safe way.
Double damage!
DD out, ready to go. Man, do you care? Got all the save in the world right in front of him. Jumps forward.
He just goes. He wants to Swift Link on this tower. They do dispel it. That's pretty nice.
That's good. Control out there, down to about half HP, finding one. That's a good one to get. Y goes down, no buyback. 60 seconds.
That's pretty clever. He like made a lot of chaos right next to the Rubik, which was delaying the save, right? You saw Matsu was actually taking quite a bit of damage for a little bit there.
More staff, everything else. Another round, Fissure pulls him away. Dude, the blinking the pullback. Oh, nicely played. Nothing to say. Aeon Disc though. The horn toss afterwards, doing everything they can to try and keep this DP alive. Isha whacks away afterwards. Control out from Fate.